Live. Welcome to the live. I hope you're doing well. This message is going to be for our kings, okay? Divine masculine, come chill with us. And let's see what we have for you. I started pulling cards earlier. I really only pulled one. And it was just Three of Swords energy, okay? So we're just going to start over. All praise to the Most High Power. We are grateful. Seven of Wands. Okay. It looks like there's a challenge. And the challenge is something like knowing what it is that you need to cut off. This is also giving me this energy of like being pruned. Okay. Just allow yourself to be pruned and allow things to be cut out of your life and kind of fall off. Okay. It's so that, you know, you can cutting the weeds out. Okay. Separating the wheat from the shaft. Okay, so you may be going through a period of separation, isolation. That was too many. I'm going to start that over. A period of separation, isolation, so that, you know, really just getting the people, the snakes out your grass, okay? People who are not there for your good. Ace of Wands. Okay, so yeah, the Most High is really working on your energy right now. And, so that you can feel restored and renewed, okay? So you can get that fire back. Ooh. Okay, Two of Cups, Two of Wands, Four of Swords. I feel like you're trying to decide which direction you want to go or what's most important to you. It's almost like love versus passion, or even love versus purpose, okay? But I will say is that, like, your purpose includes love. Okay, so following your heart is going to lead to your purpose. So you may feel like it's a choice of one or two, but once you really, like, get down and take some time to meditate on it, you'll find that it's one and the same. What you love to do is aligned with your purpose, okay? So don't be afraid to follow your heart. Yeah, so I just really feel like you're contemplating what's important to you. With this hangman energy, you're really taking your time to pull back, isolate yourself, and make some choices about who you want to be and how you want to move forward. And, you know, this is the energy of, like, you know, there's some things I don't want, some things I do want. And I really am feeling, what do they say? They'd be like, I'm not better than anyone, but I know that I'm better for certain circumstances or something like that. Like knowing that you're too good for certain people, places, and things, okay? Yes, you are too good. You are vibrating too high. You've worked on yourself. You've mastered certain things to where you don't need to go back to certain places. And that is the freaking truth, okay? You know, you may feel, I don't know, something about like you may be feeling small with this energy. Hey, welcome. You may be feeling small, or like your idea is too big, or you might be feeling some inadequate, but this is the sword of truth, okay? And as long as you're walking in your truth and you're being authentic to who you really are, that is what matters. It's okay if you're a novice in a situation. It's okay to start something new, okay? Hey, welcome back. Welcome back. Okay, so, yes. The Tower. Okay, so, make sure that you're following your intuition. Make sure that you are going with your first mind so that you can avoid this tower because it's coming. Okay, do what you feel is most important. Follow your heart right out the door. Okay, act now, okay? Because change is coming whether you like it or not. So let's get you out of the building, okay? Your intuition is trying to lead you away from destruction. And I feel like you're running out of time, okay? There's no time to wait. Once you get the information, you need to move forward, okay? The Wheel of Fortune, yeah, baby, because it's about to start spinning. So hold the hand. I know there's definitely a trend from a while back where it was just like, hold my hand, hold my hand. It's like, ah! And a lot of people did that, like, this is how it is to follow God, you know? Like, you don't be knowing that it's going to go crazy. But it's giving me that energy, like, the divine is like, hold my hand, because some shit finna go down. It may be that you get out of, or you escape a situation through a tower. Thank you for your messages, Dan. I appreciate it. Elder of Swords. Yeah, so you might be in this don't sit here too long on the toilet thinking. This is definitely giving me that energy of a man on the toilet. You've been in there for, 45 minutes is one thing, but 45 days, sir, get up. Okay, so make sure that you freaking decide. I feel at this point you know what to do. I feel like maybe you just don't want to do it. There is a difference between not knowing what to do and not wanting to do that thing. You know, you might have to tell some people no. You might have to look strange, switch up on somebody. Like, something about it is making you uncomfortable, but like, you are king here. You are the one with the crown. You are the one in power. So stop letting fear hold you back. Because we're not even blaming this on other people anymore. This is not even about who is not letting you, or, oh, my circumstances. No, you're the one in power. You got the juice. Everybody around you, they don't got the juice, okay? You need to make some good choices for yourself. Okay, so the Empress. Okay, so mama's boy, because I'm trying to look at this. I'm talking to the divine masculine right now here, okay? And I'm not getting like, oh, you're Empress, you want to go. I'm not getting that. Is it your mama? Or whatever's making you feel comfortable, okay? Whatever's making you feel all cozy and comfortable in this 3D world, it's actually holding you back, okay? It's actually holding you back. So you need to get up and be a man, okay? Okay, get up and be a man, okay? Divine masculine. It's this energy of like being lazy, okay? You're like comfortable in a certain situation. You're comfortable, but your spirit is not. Your physical body is comfortable. Your needs are being met, but you're like your physical needs, but your spirit is restless, okay? And I feel like this is like this energy here. It's like, you're supposed to be on guard here. Okay, you're supposed to be keeping watch, but something about you, it's almost giving me like depression. You know how like when you're depressed, you sleep a lot, okay? It's time to work through that energy, okay? And you'll feel much better once you start following your heart and doing what you actually desire. Even though you feel small, or you're not sure if you can, or you don't know where you're headed, you need to pick up this sword of truth and start living it. Ace of Swords. Yeah. Like I just said, this is the Ace of Swords again. Okay. The Sword of Truth. But I like this right here. Look, it's transformation energy here. Okay. Psychedelics, or definitely third eye. Okay. Awakening. So you know the truth. You have already received the message. You already know which way to go, divine masculine. Okay. You already know what to do. But it requires change and growth. And I think that, I don't know if you're afraid. I just think that you're lazy. Dan, I fully understand what it means to be made homeless, okay, and to be a part of a community that brings you down. And so I'm really sorry that you have had that experience. I've been there, and all I can say is I just kept praying, kept moving, kept working, okay? Like, and I mean, I'm telling you that I was praying so hard when I was homeless, because I was homeless with 4 kids, okay? And I was saying, like, I was just like, God, you know I need this. Especially when I was getting to the place I'm in now. I was like, God, you know I need this place. I need this place. All right, I'll be back. Like, like I already knew I was going to come back in 5 minutes to pray about the same thing because it was giving me so much anxiety. But ultimately, we were able to move out of that energy, and I got to give that up to the Most High and the universe, and just knowing that everything is working out for me. Okay, so I'm definitely sending you, like, I know it's gonna work out for you. Okay, if you're right here now in my presence, right now here in my presence, I know that things are going to work out for you. Whatever trials you're going through right now, they are for your betterment. It is to make you stronger, because you are here to change the world. You are here. You are helping to lay out the grid work and the blueprints, okay? And you will be able to tell your story of how you rose from the ashes, okay? So no matter how, with this Princess of Wands energy, you might be feeling tired, sluggish. Look at the snail. The snail doesn't move very fast, okay? So you might be feeling like Eeyore energy. But slow and steady wins the race. So just don't stop moving. Dan says, I'm reading your thoughts as energy from these readings. And yes. I read energy. It is energy that I read, and it's light codes that I be like, sometimes this makes me really tired because it's like I'm transmuting light codes into English. I really wish that I spoke Spanish, and I probably should just fix that. I feel like I would feel so much better if I spoke Spanish, because I get really hung up on trying to transmute this beautiful light language into this rigid ass language of English. Champion of Swords. Okay, so like conquering your mind. Okay, this is also peacock energy, and it's the male peacocks that are like bright and beautiful. And so I just feel like there's something to that. Okay, so you may be struggling and you don't even look like it. Okay, so you may be struggling, or you may don't even look like it, or you know you're a god within, but they can't tell. They don't know it yet. Okay. But it's all about your mindset and your perception. So if you can get your mind, free your mind, and the rest will follow. Okay, so make a choice about who you want to be and where you're going, and everything else is going to fall in place. This Strength card is here in the middle. It was already flipped over in the middle. Leo energy. We're still in Leo season, okay? So, and this is also, ooh, it's giving me that Lion's Gate. Okay, so I really hope that y'all had put something in the atmosphere for Lion's Gate, okay? Because we're on the other side of that. The door has been closed, and there ain't no going back. I feel like even if you think that you're going to go back, you're going to go to that door, and it's going to be fucking closed, sealed, okay? Sealed. We are sealed into the new cycle. And just be grateful. Be grateful for whatever couldn't come with you, because it was only holding you back, okay? And I like this energy here. I'm trying to see if this was a female lion or a cub. I almost think this is a cub, because I was going to talk about masculine and feminine energy, but it's just giving me like fatherly protection, okay? That's goals for you. That's the type of man you are or desire to be. Because some men don't even desire to be kings. You know what I'm saying? And to provide and protect and to make change and to lead. Like, some men don't even have that in them, but I feel like you absolutely do. Yeah, definitely something about this 888 portal. I'm like, is this card always the number 8 card? Strength card always number 8? Must be. Chariot, moving forward, keep going. I heard keep rolling, 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 rolling. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. So you may be like rolling with the punches in some way. Okay? Whatever's coming at you, just... Okay? You know what I'm talking about, okay? Use your superpowers. You have them. And it all starts in your mind. Okay? Start perceiving yourself as a higher being so that you can walk like that. It will change everything around you. Now that's too many cards. 10 of Pentacles though. We keep that. Keep your vision on the kingdom. Okay, I'm hearing the kingdom of heaven, or anchoring that heaven energy, or the streets of gold, the pearly gates type energy, whatever it is that the Most High has shown you, okay, that is to come. Keep your vision on that. Even, and it doesn't have to be like the biggest vision, because like my friend here in the comments, if you are seeking shelter, you need a home, stay focused on your next step. Stay focused on having that apartment, okay? And it being your own. You know what I'm saying? I heard think bigger, bitch. So, so you don't have to think small. But sometimes it just depends on where you're at, okay? Because some of us can say, I'm going to be a millionaire and feel good about that. And some people are just like, I just want to pay the bills right now. Okay, and I think that both are equally effective in manifesting what it is that you need. Now, if you go for the, I'm going to be the millionaire, you'll probably come up on $10,000 pretty fast. Okay, you know, depending on what your current manifestation rate is. Like say you speak something and it takes 2 years to come into fruition, so you could probably get the 10 racks within 6 months. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why it's okay. Don't be afraid to ask the universe for more, you know? Another thing is that asking for money, me personally, that shit don't work for me very well. Asking for the results do. So the thing that money can buy, okay? And something that I also pray a lot about, and since we have this kind of slow moving energy here, it's like you can pray for things like wisdom, discernment, more energy, okay? And those will help you have a more clear mind. You can ask for clarity, okay? You can ask for the truth. Like, please reveal to me the truth. Be careful, because when the truth will make you mad, or truth will set you free, but it'll make you mad first, okay? So be aware, okay? I don't know why it's so many cards, but we got the Hierophant looking at us, and this came out earlier for the girls. So for the girls, okay, you are being divinely guided and protected. Now this card, this deck, Hierophant. Dun 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 dun, Alibaba. Dun 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 dun. It's giving me like big royalty energy, but you know, Aladdin gotta eat to live, gotta steal to eat. That's one of my favorite lines in that song, okay? Because, baby, if you need some food, you make sure you get you some, okay? You let them know I said it. If God made these plants and the animals too, so if you need you some food, you make sure you get you some, all right? Don't be hungry. I feel like you're royalty in Popper's clothing. Like they don't. Okay, so who was it? King David, right? But he was just he was the smallest son, and he, you know, when he went to King Saul, he was just like a servant, or he played the harp or something like that. But he was the one who slayed Goliath, and eventually he was the king, right? And, you know, he got all his wishes fulfilled because he had a bunch of women. And You know, but they didn't know he was king. His own father didn't know that he was crowned by the Most High. True royalty. They was treating him like he was just the shit shuffler, the sheep shit shuffler. Something like that is what David was doing. It was something like that. And you know, they just treated like he was a nobody. But he was the one. Okay? So nobody can take the crown that the Most High puts on you. Whatever the Most High has put in your head and put in your heart, whatever he's leading your purpose to be, nobody can stand in that way. The only one who can stop you is you. Okay, so make sure you get so close, so tight in your spiritual walk that even when you're fucking up, your team grab you by your ear or your ponytail or the back of your neck and take your ass on, because you've become so close. They know that, oh, he tripping right now, and they usher you on. Okay? Every time I'm near the fall, I hear your voice call. I need your strength in me. I need my heart cleaned. I was never here alone like I had thought. All my battles through the storm, it's you that fought. I'm trying to stay away from the mainstream. I beg and pray that you would keep me if I ever stray away. Seek me. I'm nothing without you. Complete me. I love the way you rescue me. Just wanna say I love you, I love you. I love the way you rescue me. Just gotta praise. I love you, I love you. Okay? So I wanted to give you that because that's something that I wrote some years ago, and I really, really feel like that is something that I put over my life, like a spell I put over my life and my connection with spirit, to where that every time I stray away, seek me. Okay? And I love the way you rescue me. I'm just saying that I've been rescued and sought after by the spirit. And I just hope that that can resonate for you and give you some hope for the hard times, okay? So, and frankly, put a spell over your life so that the divine always got you in his sight, okay? Emperor. Okay, Emperor. And this is that Ram energy. And it's telling me, like, man, you're an emperor from the start, from the beginning. As soon as you take that first step, you're the emperor. Okay? You are already the emperor when you had the thought that you was finna be the emperor. Okay? So you do not have to freaking feel like I said about David. It's that David was already crowned. They came looking for the sheep shuffler. Okay, at his daddy's house. The daddy was like, oh, these are my sons, and didn't even think to include David. And that is something that I experienced in my life. I'm the firstborn of my mother, and I was excluded from everything. Didn't even think to call me about shit even when she died. Okay? So, but I was the empress, okay? Or emperor, because I could be that too if you need me to be, okay? You know which just energy we're speaking on, okay? I was always the one crowned, but I definitely was cast out, and now everybody looking dumb, like, oh, she was the golden child. We fucked up. Yeah, you did, but that's okay. It was meant to be like that, okay? And so, yeah, you was always this emperor. Even if you was the disabled one, the brokest one, the one who didn't have no parents, the one who had learning issues, the one who went to jail, okay? You was always the one. in here sweating, yo. It's getting hot in here. Hermit energy, okay? So a bunch of them flip, we just gonna move them. Go ahead with your question, sure. The Hermit, okay? So spending time in contemplation, isolation with yourself, with your spirit team is essential, okay? I'm hearing out of the mouths of babes. Okay, I don't know if it's because this is a baby calf. So even if you're in the beginning of your journey, or if certain aspects of this journey are new to you, right? Because you're grown. I feel like I'm talking to somebody who's grown. Okay, if certain aspects are new to you, because you might just now be like integrating your feminine energy and really like respecting your intuition. So you may be like a babe at that, okay? It's okay. Your divine is going to be right there to help you and usher you in. Okay? You are the magician. You already have everything you need is already within you. Okay, I don't know why this raccoon is giving me this bandit energy. It's giving me that bad boy energy, okay? Taking it back to like that black sheep, or I don't know, some type of a thief. But take that, it might just resonate with somebody, but everything that you need is already within you, okay? Everything you need is already within you. Two of Pentacles. I don't know. It's like balance here with this infinity sign. I wonder if is there Oh, honey, I don't answer questions like that. That don't irritate me with that. Okay, if you had a question about yourself, then I would answer it. If you had an issue with you, but we don't say, does somebody have a new person? Baby, that's not your damn business. Focus on yourself. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce these names because they're not English names. If somebody is not focusing on you, giving your time and attention, let it go. Let it go. Don't be stalking people in the spirit. Focus on yourself. So no, I don't answer that type of question. You actually kind of pissed me off for that. I thought you cared about your life. The hell we give a fuck about somebody else. And you need to learn how to love yourself to the point where you don't give a damn what homegirl is on. Okay. There's a lot happening in your material life. A lot does not necessarily mean too much, though. Bring your attention to how you frame things. Are you saying you don't have time for things when you're not making time? If so, consider your priorities. Maybe those things you're too busy for aren't at the top of your list, and that's okay. You're doing a great job balancing things. Cut yourself some slack. You're juggling all with grace. I'll read the reverse also. You might be ignoring your priorities in favor of what makes others happy. Your imbalance is beginning to have a negative impact on your life. Time to make some changes and figure out what's most important to tend to. Reprioritize your happiness before others. And the crystal for it is the moonstone. Vulnerability, prioritization, and fragility. Mood music is Be Here Now by Ray Lamontine. Makes sense. The sense. Rain-soaked soil. Rain-soaked soil sounds fabulous. Oh my gosh. That's beautiful. Yeah, no, I don't do no love life readings. This is a reading for the kings, for real kings, okay? Absolutely the hell not. Okay. Two of Pentacles energy. That's what the card that I was reading, and I just kind of wanted a better understanding of what is Two of Pentacles, and it's pretty much what I was thinking. But I like how it used the word priorities, okay? So it's not so much that you can't do all the things that you want to do. It's prioritize it, okay? I don't know why I'm wanting to point out this turtle here and how turtles swim really fast in the water. They move kind of slow on land, but when they're in their natural habitat, they move really fast and graceful in the water. So it's like you need to get into the right environment if you want to see quicker progress. Five of Cups. This is the more of that energy of letting things go, okay? Letting things go. It's okay to cry though. Like hold on. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Because I was gonna start kicking ass, but it's okay to cry. Okay? It's okay to be sad. This is also giving me like grief. You may have lost someone, or it could just be circumstances that have hurt you. Okay? So it's okay to be sad and to mourn. All right? There's a 40 on this card. You ain't got 40 days for this shit, okay? You know. Not unless if somebody died recently, okay. But 40 days is a lot of time to waste. Okay? So wrap it up in 40 minutes. Maybe 4 weeks. 4 weeks? That's almost like 40 days. I don't know why I don't know. 40 days and 40 nights. Maybe it is a level of transformation. Maybe everybody's on their own timeline, okay? Because 40 days, 40 nights is kind of giving me some energy here. It's like you may be guided through something. The dark night of the soul could last about 40 days. And part of it. And so just know that if you're grieving, that there's different stages to it. Okay? It doesn't all happen linear. And you do have to give yourself time, but make sure just keep moving forward. If you find that you're in hell, just keep walking. If you're walking through hell, keep walking. All right? Because this really is making me feel very heavy, and that is not something that's going to be overnight. This transformation is not going to be overnight. This awakening, with all these cups in the water here, it could even be you having to overcome like a drinking habit, drugging, or just whatever, like some sort of overindulgence energy, but definitely emphasis on the alcohol. So it may be that you're trying to overcome that, and that could definitely take time. Okay? Maybe you're 40 days of sobriety, and you're really like, now I'm grieving. I'm grieving for all the people I hurt, everything I fucked up. Oh my God. Maybe you're 40 years old. Okay? And you're feeling like, and I'm just saying these scenarios because it's going to resonate with somebody. Hello. Welcome. Thank you guys for being here. Love it. I'm hoping this message reaches the heads and the hearts of those who need to hear. Elder of Wands. Okay. This card always confuses me because when I think of the Elder of Wands, I think of, powerful, flaming up, confident, right? But this is like a lizard. So let's just read what the book says. Like, what is the perspective from this artist? Why did they choose this lizard? Ooh. Oh, it's right here on the page. This charismatic and magnetic elder listens to every vibration of their surroundings. Okay, so now I'm picking up why the lizard is close to the ground so they can hear the vibrations. Okay, making sense. And plans accordingly. They enlist the help of others who are more than happy to help, as there's a collective belief in the elder's visionary abilities. This card represents someone who is capable of maturely assessing a situation, delegating tasks, and leaving a legacy. It speaks to vitality, moral virtue, and knowing when to shed old skin. I like that. Let's read the reverse, even though it did come in the upright. Insecurity has laid its beady little eyes on your situation. There's a deep tension resulting in sort of a stalemate. This could be due to conflict, avoidance, or ego, and you must pull the hidden shadows to the light Address whatever is keeping you in this unsavory place. The crystal is the magnesite for intellect, meditative power, and responsibility. The song is Keep On Keepin' On by Curtis Mayfield. And the scent is a giant crackling bonfire. That's lit. A giant crackling bonfire smells lit as well. Man, okay. Okay. So I like that. Now I have an understanding of why they chose this artistry for the Elder of Wands, which would be like the King of Wands. And staying close to the ground, knowing your surrounding, what's going on, being able to delegate, and the people are believe in your vision. Okay? So you are the king here, you're the leader here. I don't know why it's like manipulation. Don't let your ego get the best of you. When you have people's attention, make sure that you are being just. Remain in the upright. When you have people's attention and people are believing you and they want to follow you, remain in the upright. Don't take that to your advantage to where it's like you're hurting others. You're stepping on other people to get ahead. That you don't have to do that. These people are willingly fucking with you. These people are willingly saying, I believe in you, let's go. So lead them somewhere, man. You're being put in this position. It's your job. It's your purpose. So if you got the crown, wear that. That's a whole lot. I think we're going to switch decks. One last one from here, and then I'm going to go to something else. Yeah. It like flipped and went back the right way. So I almost feel like I'm done with this one. Yeah, it started to get sticky. It's getting sticky. It's getting sticky. Let's get some of this astrology energy. Divine masculine today. What's this message for divine masculine? Allowing and the idealist. Okay, so it's definitely like this balanced energy. So I did say something about being in your masculine and feminine energy. So you're integrating your feminine energy, and it's like things are getting balanced out, right? Within you. I feel like you're feeling more harmonious within. I am looking at the word people pleasing here, and that might be something that you're coming out of because we done talked about that. You now know that people pleasing ain't good for you, and you're just kind of like allowing this, getting into a flow state. That's going to be really helpful for you. So the universe is asking you to allow things to balance themselves out, especially if there's a tower coming or you just went through a tower energy. That's a lot. Okay. Capricorn, first house, and the wolf. And I had seen the wolf. Okay, so when I had seen the wolf earlier, I'm like, don't be a wolf in sheep's clothing. Okay, if you're going to be a wolf, be a motherfucking wolf and lead the pack. It says, beware of letting your wilder instincts spin out of control. Yeah, don't be a wolf in sheep clothing. If you're going to be a wolf, be a motherfucking wolf so niggas know how to act accordingly. Okay? We don't need you being that's not becoming of you. That's not kingly of you. Show up and kick ass if that's what you're going to do. Be like, I'm the wolf and I'm finna eat these motherfucking sheep. But it's some little bitch shit to be like, well, I'm a wolf, but I'm going to put on sheep's clothing and I'm going to manipulate the situation. I told y'all, motherfuckers, not to do that with this Elder of Wands energy. That's not the upright. Do not go in here trying to manipulate people. You are powerful enough to persuade people to follow your vision. If you believe in your vision hard enough, people will follow you naturally. You don't have to trick them into it. So master yourself, okay? Become that big boss energy on your own, okay? First of all, when you master yourself and you are the big boss and you're not over here like relying on other people, which is different from delegating tasks for your vision. Because when you're delegating a task for your vision, everyone knows what's up. They know you're the leader. They know they've asked to play a part. But when you're on that bullshit and you're being a sheep in wolf clothing, you're not being honest, which means you're not really powerful. If you have to manipulate, that's not power. That's lying, okay, and tricking people into doing things for you. That is not real power. Real power, like men like to be like, real power is yeah, I have 2 girlfriends or 3 or 4, and everybody knows each other about each other. I'm not lying. I'm saying, hey, Susan, I'm gonna go see Sally, okay, or however they do it. Okay, you ain't gotta be that blunt, you know, but keeping it real, right? That is real power, because everybody is still choosing to follow your vision. Lying to Susan about Sally, that's not real power, because if Susan knew about Sally, you wouldn't be the king in her life. Okay? So master yourself and be that boss, because a lot of people do that when they need stuff from other people. Get out of that energy of needing stuff from other people. That's only holding you back. Get your ass up and do what the fuck you're gonna do. Okay? Work. Alright? Get that shit. Okay? Boss the fuck up. Okay? And it's not always about money. Master yourself. Eat well. Control your sexual urges. Okay? Make decisions. Okay? Yes. Talking to the moon. This is definitely more of that feminine energy. You guys might have a mother in heaven, or just, it could be a mother wound, or maybe you had a nice mom. I don't know, but I just feel like some nurturing energy. If you didn't have a good earthly mother, or you don't have one, just know that the heavens got your back. Okay, there's definitely beautiful feminine energy that you can call on to give you that nurturing. Okay. Also, it's giving me like it would benefit you to follow moon cycles, you know, and like just showing reverence, and not just about the moon, but just mother nature in general. So I feel like this is kind of tapping into your feminine side and feeling your feelings, acknowledging them, honoring them. Like we had that grief and crying energy. Like, I am hurt. It hurt me when I was betrayed. I feel lonely. You know, I feel inadequate. I feel dumb. Okay, you can feel your feelings. It's essential for you to like know who you are, you know, and what's going on with you. Sagittarius, Cancer, and the Sun. Okay. Be beautiful with the Sun energy. And this is a masculine energy, okay? Your essence, energy, self-awareness, life force, spirit, creativity, honor, masculinity, distinction, childishness, ego, individuality, solitude, expression, self-sufficiency, shine, heartbeat, and father. Okay, so I feel like it mixed in like the upright and upside down energies, or it described both a younger energy as well as a mature energy. Okay, so just take what resonates in that. But I'm liking how it's like self-sufficiency. Okay, nobody's waking the sun up to shine. The sun just gets up. Okay, moon in Cancer is more of that nurturing energy. Okay, so integrating that masculine and feminine energy is going to be very expansive. Okay, it is smart to do that. It's knowledgeable. It's wise to integrate your masculine and feminine. Okay, I'm getting hot in here, so we're gonna have to wrap this up pretty soon. I'm like, I am sweating. Complex. It's not meant to be easy. It was never meant to be easy. Okay? It was never meant to be easy. So you keep growing. You just keep on digging. All right? and surrender to the divine. Okay? Sometimes you may not even know exactly what God is telling you. You know what I'm saying? But something that I like to point out is that if you go on a discover God journey, you're going to find yourself. And if you go on a trying to find yourself journey, you're going to discover God. So what that means to you, okay? So surrender, you know, and focus on one step at a time, mastering yourself, bettering yourself, okay? And surrender, you might have to surrender the circumstance, right? And be like, you know what? I got to quit drinking. So you're going to focus on just like getting your body healthy. You might have an illness that needs to be controlled. So you're like, I'm going to work on controlling this illness, you know, fixing the diabetes or the freaking rash, okay? Talking to the moon, trying to get to you. All praise to the Most High Power. We are grateful. Endless abundance, baby. These are the keys. The key is into mastering yourself and focusing on yourself and fixing yourself. The purpose will unfold. So the purpose might just be in you telling your story about how you came from nothing to something. Okay? How you was fucked up and you got better. That's the story people need to hear. I was fucked up and I got better. Okay? That is abundance. You can, it's like that never ends. Man, I'm telling you, when you get you a good testimony under your belt, baby, you're going to tell the whole damn world. And it helps people everywhere you go, speaking your truth, being who you are, truly authentic, okay? And you want to know the coolest part about it? The coolest thing is that you can make it up. You get to make it up. Visualize what it is that you want to experience. And that will manifest. Stay focused on that. It's not even like, let me show you what I want you to do. You get to make it up. You just need to make a choice to keep going forward to that thing that you're making up. So don't worry. I feel like this is your divine mother, okay? Whether you got an earthly mother, if you ever had one, if you never had one, or it's just Mother Earth, I just feel like this is divine mother saying, don't worry. It's okay. You want to be baby? Divine mother got you. Divine mother got you. Don't worry. That's your ancestors. That's heaven saying, don't worry. Okay, you got this. Okay? So sometimes you just have to be still. Vulnerable. Okay? Say it with me. Vulnerable. And we become vulnerable when we speak our truth. And we say that I'm hurt by that. I'm affected by that. I don't like this. Or even I do like that. Like, I don't know. It's like showing any level of feeling it causes vulnerability. But that's key. You know, like the highest form of praise is to be your true authentic self, because then you're telling the Most High, thank you for creating me this way. Thank you for breathing life into my body. Okay? Like, just by being yourself, that is a form of praise. And it's crazy because I've been having a lot of encounters, or just a couple of encounters with Bible thumpers. I'm not even going to call them Christians, because that's a different scale. But I'm talking about them Bible thumpers. People who don't even really know the Bible, first of all. They only know a few fucking verses that they Googled to talk shit. And because real spiritualists have gotten in that book. They might not have read the whole thing, but they gotten in that thing. Okay? But harping away, using the Bible to like demonize. Why did I start saying that though? Oh, I know why. yeah, they're trying to say that, I read a freaking post on Threads talking about it's demonic to connect with your ancestors, and everybody in her comments ate her up saying, well, how is, you know, showing reverence to our ancestors any different than calling on Jesus? The whole story about Jesus, he died and rose again, right? So why he get to die and rose again, but all our ancestors don't matter? And everybody was eating them up, or eating her up in the comments, because hell no, we're not going for that. That's ignorant, you know? And so like, people will try to tell you that you have to be a certain way. If you stray outside of this box, you're not serving God. You're going to hell. Nobody loves you. God ain't there for you. I even had my own experience where somebody was trying to tell me demonic while they were actively acting like a demonic for doing messages just like I'm doing. You tell me if you think this shit evil. If what I'm saying to you right now is evil or if it's helpful, right? And then, and she wag finger, wag finger, wag finger. Well, she took my Christmas tree down on Christmas Eve for my 4 kids while I was in my struggle. Who demonic? Okay? Who demonic? And that was just one example. Okay? So they'll try to say, if you don't fit in this box, you're a demon. No, that is not what God says. Okay? If you have a relationship, you, like I just said, you go looking for God, you're going to find yourself. And that's because we're all a droplet of divine source energy. We all have the power within us. Our higher self is a collective consciousness, and that is what we call God, is each individual's collective consciousness. Okay? So, and that's why we affect each other in such a beautiful way. That's why when one person figures it out, multiple people figure it out. That's why tarot and these cards work, because even though we may be under different circumstances, we're all experiencing similar energy. Like, it's all the same energy. We're just in different circumstances expressing it in different ways, because divine source energy is so vast that we get to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's why just being yourself, okay? It might be scary, but it's essential. Okay, so don't be afraid of change. It's going to be a good thing. It's been a long, long time coming, but a change gonna come, okay? So don't be afraid to switch it up. You may have previously made commitments, but you're no longer aligned with your highest purpose, and you'll know that because you'll be uncomfortable. Like, it won't feel good. You'll have anxiety every day. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm gonna get this other deck real quick, and then we're gonna wrap it up. I got Stop and Smell the Roses by Angelic Revelation 144. I just spit out. I am free to act, think, and feel as I wish when I come from a place of authenticity and integrity. I use my freedom to create an abundant and meaningful life. Well, I'll be damned if that didn't say exactly, like, completely sum up our message here perfectly. Okay? Hell yes. Let's raise the vibration. Heaven, yeah. Okay? I trust in divine intent and feel safe in the reassurance that I will be led to the right action at the right time. Come on, divine masculine. Come on. Spirit got a message for you today, baby. He ain't leaving you out. I am thankful for my divine partner. They are divinely led and placed in connection to me. That's so beautiful. So the people in your life who show up unexpectedly, as well as those of you who may, for your soulmates, because we have multiple soulmates, okay? They're there right when you need them, okay? They're placed in your life purposefully, okay? Let's do 2 more of these. We're going to do 3. When feeling frightened, threatened, or overwhelmed, I place my emotional safety safely in the loving hands of God. I ask for wisdom, protection, and discernment. So if you are afraid, pray. Okay? When I read I know we often think of the loving hands of God as a man, right? We've been taught that, we personify it like that, depending on, where you're at. But in this reading, I really feel like the aspect of God that really revealed itself is the Divine Mother. And the Divine Mother says, I got you, baby. Okay? So I'm really feeling like if you're needing some support, that just know that it's not just Father God, it's Father Mother. Okay? And that you can pull on the nurturing aspects as you need. I like how these are flying out. When separated from my divine partner, I remind myself that we are held safely in divine hands. So whatever may be going, maybe you have a long lost love. I heard, Lord, please save her for me. Do this one favor for me. I need to change my player ways. Got way too complicated for me. Okay? So if there's somebody that you're separated on that aspect, just know that if it's something that's really truly meant to be, it is placed divinely and safely in hands. And sometimes you have to be separated from people so that you don't ruin it. Okay. Okay, last card, guys, and then we're gonna go. I, deep down, truly, absolutely love myself. I admire and respect myself. I find myself deep within my soul, and I trust myself. And that's going back to what I said, is that when you go looking for God, you're going to find yourself. Ain't that beautiful? Ain't that wonderful? Ain't that amazing? That when you go looking for God, and you're like, God, who are you? Where are you? What's my purpose, God? And you find yourself. God is not separate from you. Not at all. Y'all are together. You are vast. You are so big. The only reason why you can't know that you're God is because you're in a human body. You can't understand how that works because your brain. But maybe as we vibrate higher, we can understand it better. It can make more logical sense, right? As the planet speeds up and all that shit, right? But I just want to read this again because I think this is beautiful, and it's actually, I really feel like it's the first time I've ever seen this card. I, deep down, truly, absolutely love myself. All right? Say it, Divine Masculine. I admire and respect myself. I find myself deep within my soul. And I trust myself. This is going back to you following your intuition, okay? And connecting with your divine feminine within. So, I'm really happy that you guys were here. I really hope that this message reached the head and heart that needs to hear it, okay? And that it changes your life in a better way, okay? That's all I'm here for. So, peace and love. Like, share, subscribe, okay? But mostly, vibe. All right? I'm working on my spruels, all right? Love you guys. Peace. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Yes.